Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? This your girl, Ryder Creator. Just on some, kicking it late at night type of stuff. Ain't got nothing better to do. Just talking about whatever I want to talk about. And whoever come in, they come in. If they don't, then they don't. Um, and I'm trying to use up the last of my cause my stuff changed tomorrow. So I'm trying to use the last of my hours up for StreamYard. So today I wanted to finish what I was saying about Quella. So it was a couple of things that I forgot to say about Quella when I was speaking about her earlier. One of the things that I was trying to say is that I said earlier that um when this case first began, when the guy Nazir came out with the tape, I said that I believed he tried to save her life because he put her on her side, which is a recovery position in the medical field. Now, I did not know all of them was majors in the medical field, but when I heard it, when I finally found that out, it was not shocking to me because I knew that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to save her and try to do CPR on her, but she been gone. And another thing that might be excused if it's offensive to some, he was in so much. I asked her, I didn't put this up today, but I asked her, was he in so much shock that he was like going everywhere with you? This is after she was deceased, but he just did not know how to deal with it. He just could not deal with it. So, and there's one more thing that I wanted to say, but it's not coming to mind right now. Maybe it will, but I'm not sure if it's coming to mind. Hmm. So, what is the last thing that has to do with Quella? Well, maybe it'll come back to me. I just don't remember right now. But anyway, I also wanted to touch on something that I did not put on my channel, which I should have put on my channel when it's concerning summer. So when it comes to summer, I knew that the parents worship evil. When I seen the picture of this man past the mat, which was the drawing I was shown in my vision, or when I was channeling her and in the vision, um, it became apparent that the church was not what it appeared to be as well. Also, the thing that I did not touch on that has to do with summer, and I meant to put it up, but I'm having the hardest time trying to find it. I know it's probably somewhere. I hope I took a picture of it. But the one time that Don showed up at the prayer circles they were having, the one time that Don showed up, I don't remember which one of them. I think it was Candace, but it could have been Don. One of them showed their arm, and on the inside of their arm, it was a tattoo of a cross with a snake around it. So I went and looked it up. I took a picture. I cannot find this picture nowhere. I mean, maybe I'm tripping or slipping, but so it was a picture of a cross with a snake wrapped around it. I went and looked it up. So they said that the snake represents the devil. And of course, the cross represents Jesus. So they're combining Jesus and the devil, I guess, as one. But in that moment, I definitely knew that they were knee deep in that cult. So I just wanted to bring that to attention because I never found those pictures. They might be there, but I'm having the hardest time trying to find them. So, um, also I want to touch on my baby boy. His name. Oh, I should have did a piece on Taylor, and I should have did a piece on Taylor and Hayden, because it was their birthdays this month. But I said happy birthday to them on a live, but I wanted to put their pictures because they are the cutest ever. But since I didn't, also I wanted to touch on a baby boy by the name of Cody, who it's around the 1 year anniversary since he supposedly went missing. But if you ask me, it's nowhere near it because I believe he went missing between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I don't think he made it to Christmas. And the sad thing about Cody, I believe that. So when I seen Cody's picture, when I look at people's pictures, they tell me stories about them. It's just like I just see so deep into people. So when I look at their pictures, now the first time I heard about this case or whatever and looked it up, I found a picture of Cody on the left, his father on the right, and it just told me what happened to him. Other people really don't process things the way I process things. It's like look beyond you reading the person, look deeper than that. So when I saw Cody, he looked so, hmm, I want to say, agitated that he been put in this predicament because he was only like 3 or 4. I believe he was 4. I believe he's 4, but so he looks so agitated that he's been put in this predicament, which I assume is with his father, because the mother left and saved herself and left her kids with this man. Yeah, I know that man probably could be a tyrant, but it's no excuse for you leaving your babies. I will never leave my babies with no abuser because I believe that man abused her. So anyway, so I seen a picture of Cody on the left, and he looked like a victim. I don't know, and he looked like he was agitated that he was put in this predicament. And then I seen a picture of the father on the right, and I seen a stern, violent man that it was like it told me a story. When I seen Cody, and then I seen his father, I got the impression, the strongest impression, that the father um beat him until he was not alive anymore. Okay. So that's what I got from that. And then I went and had a dream about Cody. His whole name is Cody Bixby. So then I went and had a dream about Cody. And when I had a dream about Cody, it was like I was in his house. I don't know if I was Cody sometimes or if I was just a person injected into their life. Like, so anyway, I was like, baby boy, you hungry? And he was like, he had this like, you know how somebody be upset and they had the wrinkles in the middle of their forehead? Like he was like, like he did his head like yes, but he didn't say nothing. But his forehead, the wrinkles off his forehead was like that, like he was upset about something. But I never asked him what's wrong. I just was like, you want a chili cheese dog? I don't know how I knew. I would love to know if that's his favorite food because I don't know what made me say that. I don't know, and I just felt like it might be his favorite food. So I was like, "You want a chili cheese dog?" He like, like he shook his head, yes, and he looked agitated though. And I'm assuming this is him after being hands put on him by his father. And I'm assuming that it's telling me a story as well that this happened to him because he was just hungry. This man was not caring for his kids properly. And this shit happened to Cody because he was hungry. And this man had an attitude that his children are hungry. That's how children are. They get hungry. And you're supposed to feed them as a father. So this is the type of things that, you know, I experienced with Cody. Then I want to say like months later, I don't know if it was 6 months later, but God sent me a dream to tell me that he was healing. Like when, so I had a dream like 6 months later, And oh, also in that first dream, I started looking everywhere. When I finished the chili cheese dogs and put them all together, I went to look for Cody and I could not find him. I went to the top of the steps. I don't know if they live on a second floor apart. Oh, I would love to know that because I was at the top of the steps and the steps seemed so fucking steep. And I wonder if it was the top of the God. Do Cody and them live on the second floor apart? Yes. I never even I just knew I was at the top of them steps and they looked steep and they looked like a lot of steps. But it's probably because I was Cody at that time. I'm only 4 if I'm channeling Cody and looking down all these steps. So it looks so steep and so many. That is wow. And I went down these steps, but I went down the steps as me and I was like, anybody seen Cody? You seen Cody? Asking everybody or whatever. And it was like, no. And then I came back. I don't know. Did I ever find him in that dream? No, no, not after that. And I believe that dream was telling me a story about what happened to Cody. So then months later, damn, I just had a whole Christ moment, a whole epiphany, a whole recognition of what it was supposed to mean. I did not even realize that. So, God, can I ask you, did um did Cody fall down them steps? No. Okay. Because something resonates to me about Cody and it has something to do with steps, but not just it just occurred to me that that was to tell me that they're on the second floor in in the apartments. But I never even paid attention. I thought they was on the first floor, but no, they was on the second floor. That's why I seen all them steps. And so, did something happen with Cody? Yes. Okay. 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 And it wasn't no accident, was it? Nope. He was, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But yeah. So I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I wasn't reaching. No, you're not reaching. Okay. Thank you. So, am I reaching? No. Okay. So, also later I had a dream about Cody and like 6 months later, maybe, and it was telling me that he's healing. That's what I interpret the dream to mean. So, um, came home from work and I was tired. I went to sleep. I went to lay down, and Cody was here. And Cody, while I was asleep, got on my left arm and just, it's almost like he used my left arm as like a piece of the bed or something. But he was hanging off the bed trying to get under my left arm and like he on top of my left arm. And he used my left arm to like lay on and go to sleep. So when I woke up and realized he was there, I'm like, oh crap, because if you would have seen how he was positioned, he could have just fell. I wonder if that was trying to tell me something too. No. So so the way he was on my arm, he could have just fell. So I'm like, oh crap. So I just uh moved him over to the other side of me, to the right side of me. So and put him in the middle of the bed and laid him down. And when I laid him down on that side, and his right side was up because something happened to him on his right side near his temple, between his cheekbone and his temple. Is that right, God? Yup. Something happened to him on his right side between his cheekbone and his temple. And I was shown that a long, 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 long time ago. So I'm not gonna get into specifics because it's a baby. So anyway, but he was injured there. So So when I flipped him in his dream, not flipped him, but like turned him over from hanging off the bed, I turned him over and put him in the middle of the bed. And he like did a little squirm. You know how kids is when you move them and they like, and then go back to sleep. Like that's what he did. But when I turned him over, his right side was facing up. It was like how your skin does when it's healing from something. It might not look totally healed, but it looked way better than it did when it was really scarred. That's exactly how it was with Cody. So I took that as God trying to tell me that he's healing. He's healing over there and that God got him. Was that it? No? Okay. So who else do I need to talk about? Any of my babies? Oh, you know who I'm having? Oh, I also want to state that I believe, ooh, yeah, I can't say where I believe Summer is because if I do, her parents will just move her. Okay. So that should tell you enough. Okay. So with Cody, I believe that he is um right across the state lines. Uh, was it? I can't remember which place it was. I think it's right across the state lines in DC. Was that right? Yeah. Yep, yep, okay. Yeah, I think he's right across the state lines in DC. So, um, we'll see if that's true. I don't know. I pray that he be found, cause it ain't like they gonna. I gave up on calling about stuff like that. I tried that about once or twice, but I gave up on that because they ain't listening to me. They think I'm crazy. But instead of if you ain't got no damn leads, why not look? Why not look? Why not hear what I had to say about what happened? But that's how people are. It's a lot of people that think as a guy by the name of Soul Journey of the Light. I think that's his name. But as a guy by the name of Soul Journey would say, a lot of people do left brain thinking, which is only logical. Backstreet, that's the only thing they can even grasp. They can't even understand a spiritual knowledge or a spiritual intellectualism. They can't even understand that. Like, so they would never even be able to understand that because the only thing that matters to them is the logics and what the people say and what has been proven and da da da, da this and that. So, but me being left-handed, especially the way that science has broken down the body. Me being left-handed means that I dominantly think with my right side of my brain, which is the spiritually elevated side of your brain. The as some people would say psychic. I don't say that word. I don't know why. I just don't. It just don't do it for me. I don't know. I don't feel like they describe me. But the spiritually gifted, the spiritually elevated side of me, um, the side that um, is more caters to the supernatural, the spiritual knowledge and spiritual aspect of your brain. And that's where your spiritual power comes from. Now, so just because I believe that because I'm left handed, that's why I rule and think with that side of the brain. So, uh, what is that true? It is true. Okay. Yep. Okay. Who said that? Okay. 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 So, um, what else do I? What other baby? So another baby that I've been having the hardest time. I think it's because I'm not from there, so I couldn't even grasp it or how it's made. But I don't know. Am I anywhere close when it comes to Ariel? No, I didn't think so. I didn't feel so. No, I'm not. I didn't feel like I would. So anywhere I looked and anywhere I thought she not there. No. Is she in her um full body? I mean, not her spirit. What I mean is she alive? No, I didn't think so. Because her sister said she saw her not alive. So, um, is she what should I say? Is she within like is her body intact? That's the perfect way to say it. Yes. Okay. So they didn't try to change the form of it. Right. No. Okay. Is she close to home? To where she was that was supposed to be her home, which was the hell for her. Yes. Okay. About how close to home? Is that like is that 3 miles? No. Not 3 blocks. Are you serious? Oh. Oh, I'm gonna go look. So, okay. Okay. I'm on that. Okay. Really? 3 blocks? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go looking. Okay. So, um, as far as Ariel goes, she is very close to home. So I will be looking for her. I didn't know. I went too far away from home, thinking that they would put her away from the home. But no, they not very smart. They put her close to home. So I'm trying to find her too and publicize that. I also got to do another re-presentation of Daniel Robinson because God tells me that's the exact spot he is. And I have tried to relay this to the only people that are having an investigation, which is a fucking travesty, because his dad should not have to be leading his own investigation. His dad is not no investigator. That shit is sick. And these people keep turning their back on the dad and not want to do no damn police work. Y'all the police, y'all supposed to do your damn job. Why is this man forced to do y'all job? And he's not from that field. So that's not right. Like, so he's gonna be having some type of search. I think it's on the 25th. Is that right? Yeah, it's on the 25th of February. If y'all interested in helping, or if you in Arizona or from Arizona, because this is where Daniel went missing from, and you wanted to help, you can go onto his channel, which is Please Help Find Daniel. Yeah, that's the name of his channel, right? Please Help Find Daniel. Yep, that's the name of the channel. So, um, but yeah, he's trying to get together 200 or more um volunteers to help search for his son. Um, I don't want to knock anything he's doing. I admire what he's doing, but I feel like Daniel is somewhere else, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm gonna I'm gonna be putting out another piece and try to um hopefully get the attention of the people that's looking for him because it's only his dad and the family. Nobody from the authorities are looking for him. No one, and that's sickening. So um it's only his family and volunteers. It's no law enforcement. It's no authorities that are looking for him at all. They just chalked him up to like just going off, and he can and coming up with all types of wild accusations and stories about him when his dad know who he is. But I wish Daddy would pay attention to the particulars because the fact that he has not been at two sites any other time, that really stands out to me. That is against his pattern or how he moves. He has never been assigned to two different sites, but now all of a sudden on the day that he goes missing now, he's assigned to two different sites. That shit makes absolutely no sense to me. So what this fool that damn what's his name? Stephen Colbert. He's a butthole. But anyway, um so it makes absolutely no sense to me that Daniel's father has been forced to lead his son's investigation while he has no experience at this. Why are Ellie or any authorities not assisting in this investigation? They should be leading the investigation. Daniel's father should not have to lead the investigation. That's just insane to me. So I'm gonna pray about for God to make resources for Daniel's dad to just appear and for real people that want to really find Daniel to get involved in the investigation. And but I've been seeing that happen too. And I hope that the man that he just got is one of the men that he just got in contact with. I hope that man leads him to where I said he is, because God tells me that that's the right place. That is where he is. So um, I'm not trying to hate on nobody, and I'm not trying to one up nobody and say that I know more than you. But if God is telling me that's the right place, I'm trying to make sure that you know that. But there's a lot of people in this world that only believe in the logical, only believe in the this or that. But I checked over, I obsessively checked about this being the right location when it comes to Daniel Robinson. As a matter of fact, I talked with another YouTube blogger on the dad's channel before, and the person said that that's exactly where they came up where he is, around there in that area. So for two people to come up with the same thing, I think that stands out. But the difference is I was divinely led there, and the other one was factually, I don't know how, but they were factually led there. And so, but yeah, he said that's the same thing he came up with, right off of North Tower Road. I'm gonna say that. So, but yeah, um, which is way far. It's about uh, 25 miles east of where the information that the father has been given about Daniel's last whereabouts. And that is sad. Like, this is the type of bullshit they are doing to him. They are purposely misleading him. They are purposely, you know what? Should I get into my feelings about the Daniel stuff too? Right now, what I had, the new information I came up with? Okay. So, with Daniel, it's right on the back of Shanquella Robinson, and his name is Daniel Robinson. I don't think that's a coincidence, and I think they are in the same lineage. It would be amazing to find out that they are. But anyway, so when I started doing this, God told me I only had 60% of it right, but God told me that the location was 100% right where he is. So I was receiving different bits of information. So I believe that Roger murdered Daniel and got someone to help him hide his body. Roger is somebody that works with him, but I don't know. He looks at himself as like maybe being better than Daniel because he works in the office and Daniel's in the field. I noticed that and I picked that bullshit up too in the police interview. I It was like he's a snob and he felt like he's better than Daniel because he works in the office and Daniel's a field operator or whatever. So anyway, um, I believe that someone is the chief's son that helped Roger. Okay, allegedly. And that would explain why the chief would improperly investigate Daniel's case. He's got to protect his son and Roger because Roger and his son moved him together. Now the chief becomes involved in this. I believe that the fake FBI agent who said Daniel was in his crosshairs was the chief's son. Because they were saying it was this man that said he was an FBI agent and all this bullshit, and that he said that Daniel came across his crosshairs. And I believe that man, what the fake FBI agent, because they later found out this man was not a real FBI agent. I believe that man was like almost planted into the whole situation, which was Chief Hall's son. So anyway, I ain't mean to say Hall. Allegedly, I I believe it was the chief's son. So anyway, um, Daniel's Jeep was hidden, and should I say that part? Should I say where it was? Okay. So Daniel's Jeep was hidden in the White Tank Mountains for all that time before it was planted where it was found on July 19th, 2021, which happened to be my birthday. So anyway, I believe that. And I believe that Kevin lied, which Kevin was Daniel's like direct supervisor. So Kevin lied for Roger about Daniel's location, in my opinion, about where he was working, because never before was it two sites. It was never two sites. Anytime Daniel called his father, like he did on the regular, and told him about him working, he never said, "Yeah, Dad, I just came from one site and I'm going to the other site." So that's bullshit. They didn't came up with this bullshit ass story. So, um, also never before have he said he has to go to another site from this site. That's not the way his job works, and I wish Daddy would pay attention to that pattern as well. Um, is this about? Let me see. What about station? Oh, that's just something I wrote down from what Pop said. But yeah, from what the dad said. But yeah, so those are the new information, the bits of new information that I got from the ancestors, and to gain more clarity so I could bring it up to like a 80, 90%, maybe even 100% accuracy. But I hope somehow, some way, the father actually listens. But I can't be mad at this man because this is not his job to be investigating his son's disappearance. This is authorities' job, and none of them, three different sectors of police, will not investigate this man's disappearance. That shit is sickening. So, yep. So I'll put it on there once again with Shanquella, which I believe is his relative in some shape, form, or fashion. But yep. So that's what I got about Daniel. I got about 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go off of here because I'm just using up my time for my StreamYard because I don't know, I'm ridiculous like that. I want to use every last bit of my time. But anyway, so is there anybody else I need to talk about? Mm, yeah. Who? You? No. Really? You? No. No, no, no. You trying to tell me who to talk about? I don't know who you're saying. So anyway, but I'm trying to think. Is anybody else that any children? No, it's grown-ups. Okay. Um. Well, the thing I know what I need to talk about. The thing I want to talk about is Suzanne Morphew. So this case has it's like they postpone. I don't know what they call it, where they felt like they did not have enough evidence to actually charge this man with his wife's disappearance, quote unquote. because it ain't no disappearance. It's a MURDER. But um they don't have enough evidence to charge him and convict him. And so the judge just like threw it out, told him to come back when they get some more evidence or whatever like this. But the wild thing is they had enough evidence. They just have not properly pursued the evidence. So Barry, ain't that his name? Barry Morphew had carried he was seen carrying 3 large bags. What the hell he could have in here? It would beat me. It's only one thing, in my opinion. It looked just like he dissected or broke down into 3 pieces. Okay, broke shit down into 3 pieces, and then put it in a dumpster outside of this hotel that he went to. Now, if I can see that, why did not the authorities see that? So if they did see that, all they had to do is go trace where this is dumped, where this dumpster is dumped. Now, if they did that, I feel like they should have actually followed where this dumpster is dumped so that they can see, because most of the time in landfills and stuff like that, um, trash and companies dump in the exact same spot repeatedly. It's almost like everything is sectioned off. Even though it's like a disorganized mess, it's still organization to the disorganized mess. And that's what they failed to realize. They just looked in like in places they thought that, you know, like a landfill could be overwhelming if you just see it for the big landfill that it is. But I feel like they should have followed the people that pick up this trash and then see where they dumped it and then look there. And I was told by the ancestors that they will definitely find her if they actually follow that exact protocol. But I believe they did look in the landfill, but I don't believe they looked in the right places. So that needs to be put out there. And I got 1 more minute and then I'm gonna be out. So thank you for being here. Thank you for putting in time with me. Um Please like, subscribe, comment. Please support the channel. The Cash App is listed. It's scrolling across the screen. What else? I think that's it. And please hit that Cash App and support the channel. That's it for tonight. Thank you for being here with me. I love y'all. Happy Valentine's Day for the last minute. And peace.